Welcome back still this morning on Night TV, and this time around we'll surely be talking about safety on roads during Yuletide season right there. And we have with us Dr. Yusuf John Suberu, National Coordinator, Squadron Leader, RTO, VIO Major. It's a pleasure to have you this morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
We're talking about the safety on roads, especially during Yuletide period. What effort is your group making to ensure that we have safety during this period?
We'll start by saying advocacy is one of the key factors regarding safety in this dispensation and this season, in the sense that no matter the measure we put, it is important and it is imperative to shed some light on this, that human beings who are using the vehicle need to realize and come to a consciousness that, look, it is my life here. It's very important to me, so I must abide by the rules. Like, vehicles don't actually kill, speed does. So now, for someone, it is better, I said this often, that it is better to be late than to be late. Now, it's better to get there 5 minutes behind schedule than never to get there at all. So I would advise every person who has a vehicle, who wants to travel, or who is moving within the city, that, look, speed kills. Secondly, you must put your vehicle in adequate shape. Your vehicle is not okay, your tires are bad, and you said you want to manage it. Manage it to where? There are a lot of Christmas you've seen, and there are many more Christmas that are coming. If you can't do this one this year, can't you postpone it for the next one and make sure your car is fixed? The economy is bad, so I just have to manage. You are simply saying you want to die. So that is just what you are saying. So for me, I would advise every road user, both a pedestrian and a car owner, to be careful. And then speed is a major killer. Then make sure your vehicle is in adequate shape before you apply the road. From our end, yes, we will be there to direct you. We'll be there to discongest the road. We'll be there to show up where there is an emergency. But we don't pray for any of this. If you put yourself together, then we'll be able to go freely without having this incident. If it occurs, it may just be one of those things that cannot be avoided.
Talking about putting vehicles in shape,
yeah.
We know that there are vehicles that they say there's what they call roadworthiness and vehicles that are not roadworthy. Let me just say I have a twin question.
Okay.
One, do we actually practice that policy, or will I say law, that a particular vehicle is roadworthy, it shouldn't be on the road? And what does it mean for a vehicle to be roadworthy?
Okay. Now, like you said the question is true. We're looking at, do we practice it, okay, and what does it mean for the vehicle to be roadworthy? Sometimes they complain and said, oh, this vehicle inspection officer or road traffic officer, they are too mean, they just want, if they just notice something, they want to take you off.
In fact, the fear of VIO is the beginning of wisdom.
Now,
in Abuja.
Now, one of the reason why I even love the VIO, that even when the time comes for me to be appointed as the national coordinator of the road traffic officers mayor, and I was willing to do that, is because of their level of firmness. Now, when they arrest you, and then there are two factors here people don't understand. Now, there is a difference between a road traffic officer and a vehicle inspection officer. Yeah. A vehicle inspection officer is an engineer. They don't come to the road. Those are the ones who are in the vehicle inspection centers. Those ones check your vehicle. But the road traffic officers, they are the ones who will notice that, oh, you've committed this offense, or your car is like this. Then they take you to the office. Before they release that car, one of the process also is that you take that car for evaluation. So you see, that's why you see how they say, vehicle inspection officer, what are they doing on the road? No. The body that carries this is Directorate of Road Traffic Service. Under it are departments. So that is where you have road traffic officer, you have vehicle inspection. Now, When they take you in, they check. And then the people say, oh, these people are too mean, but it's for your safety. It's just like you go to see your doctor, and then your blood pressure is high. And then a reasonable doctor will admit you, even if you don't like it, because he knows that if he gives you another 5 minutes, you will be a disaster to yourself. When vehicles are not in order and then they are impounded for one reason or the other, it is not just for the safety of even you, it is the safety of me and you. Because sometimes you just notice, I don't know if accident has occurred in your front before, you just see one person driving gently, singing Praise the Lord song and is going, enjoying his mood, and then one guy just ran into him. So those are the reasons why we advise it should be a culture. And funny enough, do you know that when you renew your papers, you pay for that service, but some people will not go.
Yeah. And there are some instances where some people will just give a certificate of your vehicle is roadworthy without you even going for that test.
Exactly.
Now, anybody who issue you such certificate is an offense. Okay. If you can pick it up and bring it to the office and said, oh, so person issued me this and I have not been to this place, it's an offense.
Okay, what makes a vehicle roadworthy? Because I'm very particular about this. Sometimes you see some kind of rickety vehicles on the road.
Smoking.
The
body, everything.
The body is so battered. So.
And still allowed to move across the road.
Now,
Even carry passengers.
A very serious question. In Yoruba adage, there's a saying that says, you know, there is a serious issue, but we have to laugh about it a bit before we come back to that. Now, listen, the truth is, there are a lot of vehicles in the city. Vehicle inspection officers are doing their best. You can't apprehend all these people. And then we are begging them and also begging the public that you can even beckon on us when you see that a vehicle have issues. That's one of the duty of the mayors. Like the mayors now, we don't impound. Like a mayor is going now, see a vehicle, no, we don't have, we can call and said the road traffic officers come and do your job here. When we move and see that there is an inappropriate behavior, we can also stop and say, no, this have to be corrected. Now, and then we are asking the public that it's a collective responsibility to get this done. If, for instance, you are driving now, you saw a vehicle that is bad and it can cause problem to other road user. Please, as a meaningful Nigeria, put a call through, even directly to me, and said, squadron leader, mayor, I saw so thing like this. Immediately, I know the person who is heading that area. I'll call him and say, so area, there's something like this, there's something like this. And then an action will be taken immediately. But now, it is very simple. When a vehicle is smoking, it also could affect the visibility of the other vehicle coming or even him. And when the signal lights are not working, now it's just I want to divert to left. The signal light gives the people behind me the notification that such a person is about to navigate to the right. One thing, then I give some certain space. Now, if that light is not working, and then I just stand, there may be a crash. So all these little things, it may be little, but they are very important. Your windscreen is cracked. It may stop you from seeing clearly. And during the rain season, we allow your wipers to work so that, and then your AC, because when you are inside the vehicle, we normally as humans, we generate heat. And that heat transforms into fog. And then if it's on your glass, you don't see anymore. But with the AC, it helps you to clear it and you'll be able to move. So these are little things that we need to put in place. Our tires, because if you are if you are moving now and then your tire is bad and it burst, it will not only affect you, it will affect other people, because in the process of trying to struggle to put yourself together, it's either you knock a road user on the road or you collide to another vehicle coming. So normally on your own, you wake up and even check your vehicle. Is important.
Okay, this brings us to an issue, talking about the synergy between the mayor and the VIO. In road safety, you have road safety marshals that do come out once in a while to assist the road safety officers. I've never seen a mayor working with the city. Or is there something that we can use to identify you people when you're working synergy with the VIOs?
Thank you very much. When I wouldn't say that that your question is 100% correct, because you are in the studio with TVs all over your face interviewing everybody. You are not often on the road, so we do come out to work. And then one of the ways you see us is we have our own reflective jacket, who we use yellow and then black, and that is safety or color all over the world. So you see us with that regalia, and then you know we are just the one. Yes.
Moving forward, still talking about safety of the roads and some of the things. We recommend some of the things besides speed that we know kills. What are the other things that commuters do on the road that also leads to death that we should also be careful during this road time period?
You see, sometimes this accident of a thing is just a second. Distraction. In fact, it's like somebody drinking sniper. One of it is, you see this cell phone. Now somebody is calling you. You see some people, they are even texting while driving. Some are making phone calls. Now, you may say, oh, I have perfected making phone calls that, like in normal Nigeria. Now today, and not be today, I don't they use my phone, they drive. The day they will give you a bad news, God forbid, your mom is dead. Hey, that 1 second of distraction is an accident. So I will beg every road user, avoid this thing called telephone while driving. And if you are in a vehicle and you are in the vehicle and somebody, a driver taking you somewhere, is using his cell phone, talk to him politely. Okay, driver, I get family. Please, this phone you are using, it can be a distraction, and then it can lead to something else. He will not listen. Some will listen.
All right, I'll hold your thought there. We will take a short break. We're going for a commercial, and when we return, we'll still be talking safety measures during your time. Stay with us.
Still with us in the studio is Dr. Yusuf Suberu, the National Coordinator, Squadron Leader for Road Safety, Road Traffic Officer, VIO Mayor, right there. We're talking before we went for that commercial break about some of the other things besides speed that also causes accident. Yeah, you talked about distraction. Let's go further on that.
Thank you very much. Now, regarding other things that could possibly cause crash. Now, one of the things I talked about was your mobile phone distraction. Now, if it's a topic right now, I will say distraction. Under it, the body of it, we start with cell phone. Now, the cell phone, it's one of the major distraction. You see, some people using it while driving is wrong. And then I further made a statement that if you are in a vehicle and you notice somebody using it, don't shout. You know, there's a way you talk to the driver, it will even be confused. And also, even all these other our big men that have the opportunity to employ drivers, while talking to your driver, if he's driving you, don't shout at him. This is all emotional intelligence put together. If not so, it may crash to something, and that will affect you and him. Now, you talk to the driver politely. Hello, sir, please. This could cause a serious distraction, and accident could possibly occur. Can you please drop your phone or park? Answer your phone call is very important. And then if you refuse, two things. Is either you tell him, please stop, let me highlight, I'm okay. Or by the time you approach any road safety officer or vehicle inspection officer or road traffic officers or even police or even soldier, tell them, excuse me, sir, I have an emergency, I have a report. No matter what, they will shut that vehicle down and say park. Now they will assume kidnapping, they will assume other things, and then they will stop the vehicle, and then you now said, this man is endangering my life. He's using a phone while driving. In the driving act, it is wrong. Common sense, it is wrong. I talked to him, he refused to hear, and then this is the case. Right there, if he's a military person, he may stop him there, invite the either road safety or VIO or road traffic officer or police to take him from there, because it's threat to life.
Okay, what are the basic things a motorist should check before setting out with his car or her car?
Now, these days, we have more sophisticated vehicles with computerized structures.
Okay.
Now, if you have a vehicle on that category, on your dashboard, it speaks to you.
Yeah.
You should learn to listen.
Yeah.
If there's anything, he will notify you.
Yeah.
Now, that is for a digital vehicle. Now, for that vehicle that is not up to that standard, number one, apart from that, even the digital vehicle, I'll give you an example now. If you enter a digital vehicle and your tire is, the pressure is less, it will show you on the dashboard and say the pressure is here. But before then, when you go round, if you are reasonable enough, before you engage the vehicle, you can go round and look at the tires and see they are okay. And before you even engage, you don't even wait for the vehicle to notify you before you know that those things are wrong. And then secondly, you check your vehicle, like check the water, check if your engine oil, because sometimes you never can tell. Somebody may drive your car and hit something and he won't tell you. He'll just come and park it gently, and then your oil is all off. Then by the time you start the vehicle, and it's either you get into trouble with the vehicle or the vehicle got damaged. So those are the little things you check before you get inside your car and start it. It's just like a relationship. There is a need for stimulation. Now you have to go into that, check the car, have a relationship with your car. It talks. It's more like a human. So relate. Oh, how are you feeling, car? Morning. You're taking me to the office today. You're taking me to the office today. I hope you are good. Oh, we have good fuel. And you know, sometimes you see some people's vehicle have this overheating, and then the next thing they are pouring water on it. It's wrong. Okay. You have to allow the car to cool down completely, and it is not the water. What caused that? Sometimes it is just the fan that has stopped working. So you have to find out what is the cause before trying to fix, because if you don't fix the problem, if you don't fix the cause and you fix the problem, it will reoccur.
Thank you so much. You've been talking with Dr. Yusuf Suberu, squadron leader, VIO Mayor. He's talking to us extensively on what safety measures we need to take as we're going, as we're traveling during this youth high period. And it's also important you check basic things when you're before you leave your house. Check whether the water is okay. Check whether the brake oil is there. Check out the engine oil. Check all that in your tires before. I must say big thank you to you for spending your time to also be with it. Hopefully we'll see you another time. You can still continue to educate the masses as we're getting through this critical period, talking about the youth period. We are going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, we'll be coming up with the last segment of the program.